Behind me is the meetings pool where the River Lenny meets the River Teith. It's the 1st of February, it's the opening of the salmon season on the 4th system. We're going away downstream to join the opening ceremony where we're going to meet up with Sir Ian Botham and the local Lord Provost along with the Fisheries Development Officer at Stirling Council to discuss how this is such a significant event for the local area and economy for that matter. The River Teith is without a doubt one of Scotland's best kept angling secrets, with salmon well in excess of £30 caught regularly most seasons. Following the opening day celebrations, we're going to head downstream to Lanrick Castle, where we're going to meet up again with Ian and Andy Toft, and we're going to have a cast on this river to see if we could get that tug. So I hope you enjoy the show, and we'll speak to you later. Every year on the 1st of February, anglers from throughout Scotland descend on the town of Callander to come to celebrate what is probably one of the largest openings in the Scottish angling calendar. It's just after 9 o'clock and we're now just heading down to the meadows to join local officials and celebrities to bless the river and get that first cast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Callander on this superb morning. I'd like to welcome particularly Sir Ian Botham to the event today, and you can see Ian's obviously brought the weather with him because we were expecting snow and it hasn't happened, so well done Ian. A couple of words, obviously you're about to enjoy the first day of the season. Conservation's high on the agenda for everybody, and the success of the river today is largely down to yourselves. Davey's telling me that the 95% putback rate is entirely down to people like you. So it can only increase, obviously, if you increase your vigilance. And today we're going to be launching River Watch as well. So the state of the river, the cleanliness of the river, the state of the stocks is all down to people like yourselves who are conserving the stocks and fishing responsibly. So congratulations to everybody that's here. Today there's going to be 3 competitions. There's going to be a competition for the heaviest fish, for the first fish caught, and for a springer as well, the first springer I believe. And really just a final word to the sponsors. Events like this wouldn't be possible without the help of a number of people, so we've got to thank Roman Camp Hotel, we've also got to thank Deanston Distillery, and obviously we have Sir Ian Botham with us today. So without any further ado, Ian.
Ladies and gentlemen, 18 years old I think when I first fished this river, and I got in with a motley crew and they taught me variations of fishing that would not be allowed nowadays. But we ripped a few out of the pool over there, but what a great day. The river looks absolutely fantastic. My scouts around tell me that there are some fish in the river, so I wish everyone well. It's great to come back here. I love the town of Callander. We come for about 4 weeks a year, fishing throughout the year, and I see a lot of friends here and a lot of people I know who are carrying the fishing rods and people walking down the street. So thank you for inviting me to come here. I have to say it's a little different to 42 degrees in Adelaide 2 days ago, and a little bit of a shock to the system, but it's great to be here, and thank you for inviting me, and I wish everyone tight lines today, all you fishermen. Good luck, the river.
One's not ready.
Are we ready? We only going to get one chance. Right. 1st of February, Saturday, great turnout. The river is now officially open. What a waste. Don't worry, son, I'm going to get some more.
So Ian, thanks very much for taking the time to have a chat with us today. You've got a close affiliation with the Teith. You fish here since you were 18 years old, so I believe.
Yes, 17, 18. Came on the river with my then, as it was, future wife and her family. We used to stay in the cabins up the road on Ludwig there, the forest cabin. So, yeah, I've known the river a long time. I've taught to fish, a form of fishing, I think it's called. But over there in the old days, we used to bubble float with prawns and things. And now all that's come to an end now, and we move on. I love my fly fishing.
Yes.
And I fish here about 4 weeks a year. I think it's a great river. It's produced some magnificent fish for me over the years. And it always produces every year a big 40-pound plus salmon. So there's always that incentive.
It's a bit of a hidden gem, this river. And
let's hope it stays hidden.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've fished it for so long. What change have you noticed over the years since you've started fishing between now and then?
I think one of the biggest things is the conservation of the river. You see more fishermen now who are more than happy to put the fish back, especially when they're coloured and they've been in the water a while. A lot of hens get returned, which is good because, to be honest with you, without that, because we've been struggling to get the fish into the rivers, a lot of them would have died. So the fishermen, at the end of the day, have looked after their own.
Yeah. And that's vitally important in this today's angling culture. And any opening day springers?
Not on opening day. My mate who's with me, Gilbert, had one 3 years ago. I haven't had an open day springer. I've had plenty of springers, but opening day would be nice.
Yeah. Well, we've got cracking conditions today, so fingers crossed. We're going to catch up with you later down at Lanrick, and hopefully we'll get a bend in the rod.
We'll be up there this afternoon for an hour.
Thanks so much for your time.
No, pleasure.
Good stuff.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
We'll see you up there this afternoon. Cheers.
David, thanks very much for taking the time to speak to us today. You're the fisheries officer with the Stirling Council.
Yes.
You're responsible for organising this fantastic event. How long has this been going for?
We started this in 2010, and coincidentally that was Sir Ian Botham and he came up the first year. So 4 years on, he's back today again. So great to see him.
Yeah, well, certainly for 4 years, it's a great turnout, and I presume it's just been getting bigger and bigger as the years go on.
It has been. It's been getting better and better every year. It's kind of evolved into a big event now on our calendar. And today, about 150 anglers walking down the main street in Callander is something special, and hopefully we'll continue that.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's good. We've seen a bend in the rod already. Somebody's had the first fish, and hopefully somebody will get a springer today. Now, Stirling Council, you're also organising an angling festival later this year. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is a unique event starting in August, 6th to the 10th of August, spread right across the central belt and beyond. And it's the first time we think in the world that we've got the three disciplines of angling together.
Yes.
So that means sea angling, coarse fishing, and game fishing, of course. And it's some of the iconic locations such as River Teith and Carn Valley Reservoir. There'll be a hub event at Stirling Agricultural Centre over the 9th and 10th. It's a free event, so we're trying to target families to come along, people who have never went fishing before. There'll be interactive simulators there, there'll be coaching sessions by coaches, there'll be shuttle buses taking off to local fishery to try fly fishing for the very first time.
Sure.
And we're trying to target not just kids, but the families, mums, dads, the aunties, the uncles, whatever.
That's great.
So we're trying to market the sport because it's a fantastic sport.
Fishing is accessible now to everybody.
Absolutely.
It's got a bit of a stigma in a way. Certainly, game fishing, fly fishing.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. It's open to the masses, and what a great way to kind of open it up and give people a shot at doing it. It'll be warmer than today, so that can only be a good thing. And we certainly look forward to coming down and filming the event.
Yeah, great to have you.
Thank you very much, David.
All the best, good to see you.
Let's get warmed up.
That's our job.
So Chris, thanks for having us down today. You and your dad have been working in the fishing tackle trade in Stirling for quite a while now, yeah?
Yeah, 14 years
14
since we
years.
started, yeah.
Now, from what I remember previously, you had the shop in Stirling itself, but you've moved to this fantastic premises. What was the story behind that?
Yeah, so we moved here in December 2011. Really, it was expansion for us. We outgrew the previous shop. Served us very well for 12 years, but literally we had too much stock and we needed bigger premises to display that. So we expanded into this location and it served us very well for the last couple of years.
Business is going well then. So Chris, coming to this new premises next to the Bull Mart in Stirling, you know, it's for a fisherman, it's an ideal location. You've pretty much got the weekly exodus going up to the Sutherland and the Highlands and certainly up the Deeside as well, so surely that's a great advantage for you.
Yeah, our location here really couldn't be better. We're in the heart of central Scotland, just off junction 10 on the N9 motorway. We're located on the A84 and we're on the banks of the river in Forth Teith meetings. It's a cracking venue to stop off at on the way north to the River Teith, River Don, the River Dee, the Spey. Even if you're going past in the A84, heading up to the Lanrick Teith or indeed the Trossachs, ideal stop.
Absolutely perfect, very impressive.
Another plus point is Dobie's Garden Centre's right next door, so it's a great place to drop off the partner. Takes a bit of pressure off you when you're coming in and looking around the tackle, etc.
Aye, good day out on a Sunday as well when you're not allowed to go up the river and fish for salmon. You know, you could come down and spend some money.
Definitely, it's always good to hear.
So Chris, obviously you've got a cracking shop here. People want to come around and browse your extensive stock. Yeah. But for those that are a bit further afield or can't get down, you've got a fantastic website that's kind of updated daily with the extensive stock on it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, definitely. The web is massive for us at the moment. It really is our shop window into the store, and equally for customers visiting the store and further afield all over Europe, etc.
Sure.
You can go on there, check our daily offers. It is updated daily. We've got special promotions, that's the place to find it out. We also have live stock figures, so you can buy with confidence, check online before you come.
Yep, there's nothing worse than buying something that's not in stock.
Definitely,
yeah.
That's really key for us.
And deliveries?
Deliveries, we operate a same day dispatch policy, so you order before 3 PM and we will dispatch it that day, and we also offer next day delivery as part of the service.
If you're anything like me, that's pretty key, because I usually decide the day before what I'm buying before I go fishing.
The internet these days is very much about convenience.
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's vitally important. And what's the web address?
It's anglinactive.co.uk.
Well, we'll try and have another look at that. But it's definitely a plus for the business, that's for sure.
Excellent.
So, in terms of staff, what about your workforce here? How many people have you got working for you?
We've currently got 8 staff in Rising, Greig. We like to think when customers come in store, we've got a relaxed environment. The staff are very well informed to help them with all their angling choices.
That's good. And obviously all your staff, they fish themselves?
We have a dedicated team. With each and every member of staff, you always have that niche angling that they specialise in. So there's always somebody that can help you with.
You can cover whether it be pike, sea fishing, fly fishing, coarse fishing.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's kind of vital, especially down in this neck of the woods, because you've got such a big variety of fishing around here.
We're really spoiled for choice of fishing.
Yeah, without a doubt. In fact, you've actually got one of the top beats in Scotland on your doorstep.
Yeah, a couple of years ago it had the title of having the #1 beat in Scotland, so it serves us very well having that on our doorstep.
Which is this public water as well, which is pretty good.
The Lanrick Teith, which could probably be classed as one of the premier fisheries.
Yeah,
in Scotland,
definitely.
is definitely on our road.
Cairn Valley also, you know, it's as is Loch Leven actually. so you're kind of slap bang in the middle of it.
Not too bad at all.
Absolutely, definitely not. So obviously you cater for all disciplines of fishing. Tell us a little bit about your brands in terms of sort of trout and salmon fishing. What kind of brands do you deal with?
So we stock all the leading brands in salmon game fishing. Clothing brands you'll see behind you, such as Sims, do a lot with Patagonia, particularly mid-layer fleeces, etc.
stock modern brands like GoPro, synonymous with modern angling. You
Yep.
capture a lot of footage on the head cameras from GoPro.
Yeah, very much so.
Going into rods and reels, we stock the budget products from Shakespeare right up to the more expert rods such as Hardy Guideline. Also stock Loop. Specialise in reel fly lines. We're a reel main dealer. Any reel fly line that you're looking for, you can get it here.
That's fantastic, and again, you've got them in stock. If anybody's needing them the next day, they could order, and it'll be on their doorstep the next day.
Definitely.
That's great. That's good.
And if you need a bit of advice with anything that you're looking for, just drop by or give us a call.
Yeah, that's fine. And the number's at the bottom of the screen. So Chris, we've come upstairs to the fly section, which is quite extensive. You've got a cracking selection of flies right across from salmon, sea trout, right through to your rainbow lures and traditionals. Just tell us a little bit about the flies, where you get them from.
Yeah, our main supplier for flies is Callander Fly Company. They're a local supplier to us based in Crieff, and it's great to use a local supplier because you get that extra bit of service from them.
Sure.
We find the quality of their flies superior to anything else, particularly their salmon selection. But you're right, we stock an extensive selection right the way through salmon, doubles, tubes, great range of sea trout flies, and of course the trout traditionals and modern lures,
That's it.
buzzers, etc.
And obviously your pike flies as well, which are
Right, grown aspect of the sport, and you can see some of the size of them.
yeah, cracking beasts.
Great flies.
Yeah, definitely. You've fly lines. You've got hundreds of fly lines there. Obviously, you've got your trout and your salmon. What kind of brands do you stock and types of lines?
We stock all major fly line brands. The main one that we do for trout would be Airflow. Do a lot of trout fly lines, particularly in their sinkers. Reel fly lines, do an extensive selection of them, particularly the spay lines, modern shooting heads. They probably make the best shooting heads available in the market at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, your stock is fantastic, from float tubes to bags to rod racks to fly lines. You've got everything, and it's in stock. So, you know, first class venue, without a doubt. That's good.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, I think we're going to go and have a wee chat with your partner in crime now.
My father.
Yep, we'll go and have a few words with him and see what he's got to say.
Good luck.
Okay. So, Martin, you're the man of the moment. This is your ship effectively. You started the business back in what year?
1999.
1999. So that's quite a while. What's the difference between now and then? Is it how?
I'm no longer the man of the moment. My son's the man of the moment. I'm like yesterday's man. But yeah, I started it with the full support of Chris, and he has just built it from strength to strength, really.
Yeah,
taking it to where we are now.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place you've got, and the stock. You know, it's good to see so much stock. There's nothing worse than buying online and knowing that they haven't got it in stock.
Chris would already tell you, we have a live stock, so you can go and look and see we've got it in stock. When it does go out, we won't actually debit your card until it's actually in the envelope ready to go.
It's ideal. That's it. Now, apart from helping run the shop now, you also have an involvement in a major fishing event that's happening in Scotland, but the Stirling Angling Festival that's happening later this year. Could you just tell us a little about how you're involved in that and what the festival is about?
The whole thing grew from Fergus Wood, who's previous provost to the district council. I invited Fergus to present trophies at the Youth International. He offered to open the shop, and he recognised first off the enthusiasm that comes from fishing, the merits of this site, married the two of them together, came up with the concept of an international fishing festival, not just for game fishing, but for game, course and sea fishing. It's all come together. 2014 is going to be the first one, but the way it's gathering momentum, it's going to be superb.
That's fine.
He's managed to secure from our landlords this site here, which very accessible, great parking, river based. It's going to be the hub for a lot of the competition demos will be happening in different waters all around Stirling, but this is the hub, and we're going to organise the facilities at the hub between the exhibition hall, the river demos, tuition, free tuition all the way through, whether it's your first time with a rod or if you want to get that wee bit extra yardage on your cast.
And it's about all disciplines of fishing. It's not just fly fishing. It's
No,
across the board.
it's sea fishing from a boat, but it's game fishing, coast fishing and sea angling. They're actually going to bring, I think, the world champion
Seacaster to show you how to throw a lump of lead.
Okay.
3 football pitches.
Right.
And it's
Wow.
quite a spectacular sight.
Oh, I wonder where's he going to do that?
They're developing a new field just at the back of the castle, the bank property of the castle. That's been formed now, and that's where they're going to do it.
Okay.
They need a fair bit of space
Right, okay.
in case it goes wrong.
Yeah, no, definitely, absolutely. Well, we're going to be covering that festival later in the year, and obviously we'll be telling the viewers more about it as the series goes on. Thanks very much for having us. It's been a fantastic day, and good to see you're doing really well down here. So no problem at all. Thank you. So it's one thing coming to fish a new river, but coming to fish a new pool like this on a new river is incredibly exciting. It's an absolutely stunning pool. This is the dam pool on a lower Lanrick, and the water's run at a classic spring height, fairly clear, and you've just got that feel that you're going to get a pool every any cast. Absolutely stunning. So we're just fishing into the deeper hole at the bottom of this run. We've got beautiful cliffs all the way down here. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So what I'm fishing today is I've got a 14.5 foot guideline Lassie. I've got a guideline triple density shooting head on down to a sink 3, hover intermediate sink 3, and on the point we've got my old faithful the tungsten snelda. We'll give that a bash, and then we'll maybe put a chartreuse monkey through it using the same line setup. Andy behind me is fishing a intermediate tip and a flame floor cone head. So hopefully one of us will get a tug. It's good to see plenty of the local guys catching fish up at the town water earlier, including 2 springers. A lot of smiling faces. We're going to be back down onto the Forth system in August for the Angling Festival, which is run by Stirling Council. And that, as I say, that covers all disciplines of fishing. So we'll be down covering that. Obviously we'll be covering salmon, trout, pike on the fly. Great to get the kids involved, and great to give angling tourism that boost. It's not all about going out and catching salmon, it's about catching whatever species you prefer and enjoy catching, wherever you want to catch them, and making it accessible for the newcomers to the sport, especially kids.
So I'm now just kind of approaching the deeper water here. I'm going to just extend my line a bit and just cast a wee bit further. difficult to know what the best tactics are. Generally with a sunk line, usually you've either got the fish or not, but I always prefer just to have some slack line, just to keep a loop of line there, just in case. People prefer different methods. I'll just replace my line before I get out. A fairly heavy fly on, so obviously it's easier to roll it up to the surface of the water before recasting it. Not too deep that pool, just I can actually see the bottom. It's not far from me there. It's possibly only about 8 or 9 feet.
So Mike, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today. You're the Provost of Stirling Council and you oversee this event along with David, the Fisheries Officer. What does this event actually mean to the fishing community and the local community in Callander and certainly the local economy?
Okay, as far as the local community is concerned, you can see by the turnout today, there are lots of people out there watching the band set off, so they all join in the parade and come down here to the river as well. So people like to see this event happening every year. That's quite noticeable. As far as the fishing community themselves concerned, I think today we've got somewhere like 150, maybe 200 anglers out there. This river is particularly popular alongside the Forth as well. Anglers like to come here, like to come to Callander. I think it's a testament to the effort, actually, our David here and the fisheries team, that the river's in such good condition. So that means that the stocks are also well preserved. The condition of the river itself, the river bank, is absolutely fabulous, and people really do enjoy coming here. Not only that, we get lots of tourists, as you well know. People come up from Glasgow and from all over to Callander.
And it's great to see 95% catch return rate.
Aye, that's what I believe.
Which is fantastic.
95% return is fabulous. I think a lot of that's to do with the tagging system that we introduced here as well. I know in some areas it's not going down too well, but nevertheless, you know, I think it just demonstrates that it's actually been a success. So for the other 5%, there you go. You know,
we've got to eat something. And just to finish up, you mentioned you've got fishing on the Forth as well. It was only a few years back, I believe, that was the top beat in terms of salmon catches for the whole of Stirling.
Exactly, yeah, and that's pretty much unrecorded. I think we need to boost that a bit as well and get even more people to turn out. And once again, you know, that's really down to the hard work of Davey and the team. Yeah. It's a very small team. Yeah. Two of the apprentices that we've got working with us, for example, are in their early 20s. Yeah. One of them in particular, Max, won the Apprentice of the Year just last year. Fabulous amount of work gone into that as well. So we're really proud of the efforts that these guys have made. Yeah,
well, as a dedicated fisherman, it's fantastic to see a local authority, you know, taking such a step towards promoting fishing, to all types, including children as well. So with the Sandland Festival coming up, let's hope some of the others follow suit. Hope so. Thank you very much, Dave. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Well, that brings us to the end of opening day on the Teith. It's been a great day. We've seen some fish caught up in the town water. There's also been a couple of springers off the river at 13 and 15 pound, which is fantastic for the town water. Unfortunately, down in Lanrick, we've been well outbeat. Not even a kilt down here for myself, Andre, or Ian's team. But you know, that's fishing. It is early doors, and we will be back here in the spring to try our hand with these big teeth springers. So hopefully you'll tune in for that. Now, coming up in the coming months on Hooked UK for the spring, we have pike on the fly in the Trossachs. We've also got our Middle Tay show coming up as well, and following on from that, we'll be back up the River Dee, and we've also got up in Sutherland, we've got Altnahara and the River Naver. So hopefully you could tune in. We'll be back in a few weeks for the next episode of Hooked UK, and again, thanks for watching.